All right. Yay. Finally. Oh, sorry, bud. Getting out of the way of everybody here. Hey, hey. Brush this around. There we go. So there's nothing really going on. Yep. Oh, I'm at the Canton Town Hall right now, and the residents of Canton, they signed a petition to have the books, to audit the police department, to look at the books. And what happened was, when they turned the list into town hall here, they gave the list to the people inside here so they could verify every single person's name and address and signature. That's their job when you get this. They happened to give that to the police department, and the police department decided to take it upon themselves to start calling residents and asking them, why did they sign the petition? Where did they sign it? Who asked them to sign it? Who else signed it? That's really none of the police's business. What in who in anything of your business? It's none of your business. But so the guy, the detective, who now has this list that got dropped off of 324 signatures. Now you only need 200, but they got 324. They turned them in, ended up in the police department's hands. Yep. And now they're investigating the people that signed this document asking for an independent audit. So what are they so afraid of? What are they hiding? What is the reason? I thought the police were supposed to be held to a higher standard. That's what Mrs. Rafferty said. Held to a higher standard. And I thought that's where we were at. Doesn't seem like it. Nope. Not when you have a detective calling people, asking them about a signature. Oh, by the way, tonight, live, you're going to see this dude go for a freaking promotion. The same guy that is questioning people is going for a promotion, and the selectmen are going to give it to him. It's a done deal already. That's how this stuff works. It's already been done. It's already decided. They know who's voting what. Phone calls have already been made. This is just this is a dog and pony show. That's all this is. This is something to show the public. Him being promoted is already a decision that's already been made. He already knows what his pay grade's going to go up to, and his retirement benefits, and you know, he's smart like that, right? And you know, you can't blame somebody for being ambitious and wanting to do more work and harder and more responsibility. You want people like that, right? That, I would think that's who you want. Hi, Peter. Yeah, Nicole, I think you're absolutely 100% correct on that one. I just made a video about that. I replayed Helena Rafferty. I replayed what she said during the Selectmen's meeting, and it's really interesting. It's on my YouTube page if you want to listen to it. I was so mad I had to go back to that video to get, I guess, reassurance from Mrs. Rafferty that all is well. All is well, supposedly. So I'm just here walking around. Got my Karen sign. Got my flag. I got all sorts of stuff because tonight I think tonight may get interesting. So I'll show you what I got. I have my phone, obviously, and a battery pack connected to it, right? Then I got this. See this? Slick. So I got that. That's a nice little handy dandy thing to have. Oh. Free Karen Reed, you know it.
A lot of people gonna be staying down here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lots of stuff going down. Yeah. You did all this stuff? Look, can I get a zoom in? Because this come out great. No, you're good. Hey, good job. Thank you. So that's a gentleman who cares about Canton. I don't know his name, and I don't know the company he works for, but God bless this guy. He did all these scarecrows and decorated the town for Halloween. And they come out, here it is. That's who this was. Look at this guy. He deserves a plug. Here we go. This guy here. Free Karen Reed. Right there. Did a great job on these little planting things. Yeah. Good job, bud. Excellent job. I hope somebody gets it back to him and shows him this video because, you know, that's what Canton needs. Residents like that. You know, that's what makes the community. People, you know, chipping in. Someone does this, someone does that. I mean, look at these are next level. These are awesome. Right here, Halloweeny, you know? I mean, come on. That's awesome, right? Give the guy some props. He gets some from no doubt. You know what? I'm going to walk around the other side and see if he has any more. How you doing?
How are you?
That was me. Yeah, so this guy that did the scarecrows is pretty badass. Pretty badass. See if he did anything else around here. Let's check it out. I don't know. But the moon looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can see the moon up there. But yep. Good job. I like this. This guy did good job. Good job. Good job. How about can we all just take a moment and say a prayer for all the service members out there that are in harm's way and ones that have made the ultimate sacrifice? Can we just have a moment, please, for these guys and girls and people? Yeah. Yeah, free Karen Reed. No doubt. People loving it. People are loving it. And it's just me out here, so I know they're beeping at the sign. There goes the dog. The dog's saying free Karen Reed. Free Chloe. Woof, woof, woof. What's happening? Nothing is happening. I'm just I'm walking with my sign. You can see that. But I'm just walking up and down in front of the town hall. And I'm just letting these people sitting in traffic see my sign. Maybe they'll ask me a question. I can tell someone. get another supporter. That's how it works. And then they told someone, and so on, and so on, and so on. It's like that, was it Pert or Dawn? One of those commercials in the olden days, and it doubled up. Do, do, do. So yeah, so today I'm thinking that maybe the residents of Canton should get together and say that none of the police officers in Canton should be allowed to do details outside of the city of Canton. They can pass a what do you call it there? Someone help me out. The selectmen can pass a bylaw that says that none of, if you're an employee of Canton Police Department, you're not allowed to work details outside of the city limits, barring national emergency, blah, 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 blah. None of these Patriot game details and, yes! None of these Patriot game details and stuff like that at $45 an hour times 8. You know, I don't know what that is, but I don't math, so that's a good day's pay. But it's more than 8. It's usually like 12 hours. You get there early, you gotta stay late. And if you like do it in blocks, if you have like an 8-hour minimum and like you're there for 8 hours and 1 minute, you're getting banged for another 8 hours. Yep. Yep. Free Cameron Reed, baby. No. We know Chris is here already. I got video of him walking in. Out in public. In front of the public. The public town hall. This is the town hall of Canton. Can't get no more public than this. You know? And I got him walking in. I tried to say hi to him, but he was on the phone, and I didn't want to interrupt him. But I wanted to say hi and check in, say, what's up? Who's this beeping? Free Can't Read. Yeah. Yep. This is me in front of Canton. That's Canton Town Hall. And I'm carrying the sign right here, bro. I'll show you. Sign says Free Can't Read. They framed this girl. This poor girl. They framed her for a murder of a Boston cop. One of the guys that's involved in that murder is in the Selectmen in here. He's involved in one way or another. I'm not accusing him of murdering anybody. I'm just saying his... Thank you! His name's on some legal documents that happen to be involved with this murder. And he's in Selectmen, and people want to know what's going on, so they put together a petition, okay, and they went around and they needed 200 signatures. They ended up with 324, and they turned it into town hall. And all of a sudden, that list that got sent to town hall that had to be certified by the clerk got sent to the police department, and the police department decided to start calling residents who signed the petition. So now they're doing an investigation on the people who signed a petition. I mean, is there nothing else to do in Canton? Is it that boring? Like, do you have that little to do? You're gonna go after people that signed a petition. That's awesome. Crash. Nice. That lady wasn't paying attention. That lady right there in the white car. Kids riding on bikes and people with dogs and busy intersection. So yeah, they're absolutely doing this, and you would think there's no way. You know, you think to yourself, there's no way. It can't happen. But guess what? It is. It did. It's currently happening. It's so not right. So not right. Someone's got to say no. Someone's got to say no. Oh, there's the moon's coming out nice. So, I was here and a guy screamed out the window, "Free Karen Reed." And I said, yeah. And the side of his truck had this on it. So this guy made these little scarecrows, right, for the light poles. I mean, that, talk about community. That's giddy up. You want them people like that. That's someone that cares about this, you know? He cares about this town. He wouldn't be doing this. This costs money. He cost him time. But he did it because he cares. That says a lot. You know? When you have... Oh, by the way, the guy that was calling people... This is important. The guy that was calling people who signed the petition, he's up for a promotion tonight here. And one of the people that's going to vote on that guy getting a promotion is one of the guys that's involved in the murder. So you see how this works? It's really, really wrong. Oh, the beeping noise in Canton. There's they have people that are visually impaired. So all of the intersections have that beep, and they have different tones that they hear because they're more, you know, they're listening for the difference, and they can cross the street based on the tone, the chime. They know when it's okay to cross, and their dog that they have usually is, you know, gives them the okay too. So that's that beeping noise. You know, I get it now. I didn't realize it, but when you're on like live stream like this and you're trying to talk, your voice and your mouth gets wicked dry. That's why everyone drinks water when they're doing these live streams. I'm shocked at how dry my mouth is getting just by trying to talk here. But it's all good. All right, guys and girls, here's my dilemma. See this right here? It's gonna start getting dark, you know, earlier. So I need a way to get this reflective. I need to make reflective signs so that when we're on the highways and the overpasses, the headlights pick it up and make it beam. No, Nicole, I don't live in Canton. I wouldn't disrespect the citizens, and I wouldn't take their time. I wouldn't take it away from them. They've been fighting a battle. I mean, these citizens are tenacious. They're amazing. They're relentless. You hear that beeping? That's for the... So the people can tell. So, yeah, the people that are questioning the selectmen are the people that live here. So they have a, so I won't say they're more in tune with it, but they have a seat at the table. They have a vested interest, whereas I have an interest. They have a vested interest. Yeah, they all are. I think he said she's going to jail, and I corrected him and I said, you're right. They all are. I'm pretty sure he was talking about Jen McCabe. You got strangers driving by saying she's going to jail. Jen McCabe. See? Even strangers know that. Malik, my message? What is my message? I'm going to tell you what my message is. It's real easy. There you go, bud. That's my message, my friend. That's my message. Kind of simple. Keep it short and sweet. Straight to the fact. They're framing an innocent girl for a murder. Nice. So if you think about it, right? The police officer is on the front lawn dead. And the girl who invited him over to the residence, the same girl that called him, the same girl that texted him. Yeah. Free Carrie! So, even the Amazon drivers are getting into this. Nice. Oh, I wish that plate was H500. Oh, it's a way cheap. Oh, but either way, yeah, so the cop's dead, and the girl driving the car calls 911, but she doesn't get out and go knock on doors and wake people up that can save her friend who's lying on the ground, and she's not gonna call anybody else. She's not gonna like go pound on people's doors in a panic. Oh my God, oh my God. See, that's the problem. Jen McCabe didn't panic. Karen panicked. Jennifer did not. Yeah, baby. No doubt. Yeah. I'll scream at people all day long. Selma, where am I from? This is Canton. Canton, Massachusetts. We're protesting. Protesting. Canton. Hi, Selma. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Oh, you're Turkish. Okay. So in America, right, we're allowed to walk around with signs that say whatever we want. Because see, there's the flag and there's my sign. And in America, we're allowed to walk around with these and say what we want. But not in this town. In this town, they come after you. If you even sign a piece of paper, they come after you. So that's why I'm here, bud. How did someone from Turkey come into the stream? That's weird. Okay, thank you for coming here. I'm happy that you're here. Is it Selma? Selma, right? That's a pretty name. So this is the town hall. That's where they meet. Yep. Oh, you're British. That's awesome. Hi, Ava. Hi, Selma. So, what happened is there was a police officer, and they murdered the police officer, and they're blaming his girlfriend for doing it, and all the evidence that we have says that she didn't do it, and they're trying to put her in jail for murdering her boyfriend. Yep. I'm protesting. Yep. And that's right. That's right. And what happens is the people that are the people
Guilty.
that are making it happen are the people that are in this building. Yep.
She's guilty.
You think? This guy thinks she's guilty.
Guilty.
No way, man. No way.
You go away.
Nope. Bye-bye, babe. Love it. Love it. Love it. I gotta blow him kisses. Sandy, no, it's not a jailhouse. This is no, it's on the. I put it on the site. I think it's on the other site. I might have only posted it once. When I got it real quick. I got it and posted it, and I don't know where it ended up. I think I did it on both of the Justice pages, and I think I did it on the Canton page. Oh yeah, I got this too. That's weird. Thank you, Ava, for subscribing. Thank you so much. There's a lot of other videos that I've made that explain this in a little bit better context. If you want to just put your earbuds in and hit play, you can listen to me yap. Some of the things you need to visually see, though. You won't believe it. It's the biggest miscarriage of justice. And that this is definitely international now. Yep. Yeah, someone, I made a comment and someone said, well, where's the live stream? I said, oh, I guess I'll start it. I started it, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and it's just been me out here. Me and my sign, Free Karen Reed, forming the public. There we go. Tainting the jury pool as we speak. Free Karen Reed. Yep, loving it. Tainting the jury pool. Hi, Ryan. Ryan, thank you. Thank you for coming to my my live. Protesting the corruption in Canton here. Hi, Salif. Well, I'm getting all these people here tonight. Wow, this is great. Yep, I gotta. Right now, I'm by myself. I've been protesting for a half hour by myself, just walking with my sign. It's okay. Buckle up, Buttercup. I love it. I love it. I like that. I like that. Hi, Mike. My name is Tom. That's my name, Sarif. They honk they honk their horns because they believe that Karen Reed's innocent, and they're with us. They stand with us. You know, that's what the people do. And you know, I have a big sign that I'm holding. So when they see that, they beep for support. Free Karen Reed. Jordan, you're absolutely right. See, here we go. Yep. Thank you, Jordan, for coming here and watching. This is going to be an interesting night. The police officer who has been calling and inquiring about people signing a petition, he's going for a raise tonight. He's going for a promotion. Hi, was it Capybara? Hi. Is that Capybara? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm getting all these people. This is pretty awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, and I'm allowed to walk in front of the town hall. And I'm just walking back and forth up and down the sidewalk with my sign. People driving by, they see it. They beep. Yep. People for support. Free Karen Reed. Poor girl's getting charged with murder. A murder she did not do. A murder we've proven almost impossible for her to have done. I don't know if you've watched the 13th Juror podcast, but my God, is she incredible. She knocks this thing out of the park every time she does anything to do with this story. She is amazing. Hi, Tanya. Thank you for thank you. I just do what I can. That's all I can do, right? It's all anyone can do. They do it the best they can. I'm just one of them people that I try and do my best and help out, and yep. That's all I can do. And what's pretty cool is these two light posts here, they have decorations on them, which is really cool for Halloween. And I saw the guy that did it said Free Karen Reed. Big school bus. Yep. So this is one of the decorations he made. It was pretty cool. Put on the light post. He didn't have to do that. He cares about the town. You know, this one up here is beautiful. This is perfect. This is really awesome. This guy needs a little bit of love. This guy, because this guy did. This is the type of person you want in your community. Someone that's gonna go and do this right here. Look at this pole. He doesn't have to do that, but that's beautiful. Look at that. Nice little planting, hay bales, flowers, some scarecrows. He didn't have to do that. What a nice guy. You guys ought to give this guy a call. If you need anything done, you know, that's the guy right there. He cares about, this guy here cares. He cares about what he does. He cares about his community. I mean, who does that? Honestly, that's next level awesome. Hi, Noah. How are you today, Noah? I absolutely, I'm just in awe with how she pulls data out of the documents. Because, I mean, she's looking at the same documents that I'm looking at, and she's seeing things that I didn't see, and I'm just blown away because she's just awesome. And I think you're going to find out, there we go. I think you're going to find out pretty soon that the phone, that John's phone, is going to give it up. That's what's going to break this open. Not break it open, but that's going to put all reasonable doubt out the window. That's what I think. Boy, if Karen is innocent, my God, the hell they've put that poor girl through. I can't even imagine. I can't. The horror show, the disaster, being accused of murdering the boy you love? Come on. No. I pray she gets somehow. And you know what? She can never be compensated for none of this. You can give her money, but that's not going to help this. That doesn't help the war. No way. The poor girl. I couldn't imagine. Charged with something you didn't do. Look at Aiden. Same thing. Charging him with something he didn't do. It's so wrong. Jordan, the police officer who was making the phone calls is getting a promotion tonight in this building. They're going to promote him. Can you believe that? There's something not right here. Something not right in a big way. But yeah. You know, that's right. There's no amount of money. You're absolutely, you know, it really, if you're thinking on the same level, man. I mean, at what point money, okay, but it doesn't fix none of this. Just the anguish and the mental trauma. I can't. The poor girl. I can't imagine it. Just couldn't. You're a Chiefs fan. All right. Well, let's just stay. It's Patriot Nation. Just a heads up. So I'm not responsible for nothing. You're on your own, bud. It's kind of like being a Red Sox fan. Once you're a Red Sox fan, that's it. You're it. There's no one else. Yep. Yeah, I warned him. I told him this is Patriot Nation. Good, bad, and different, you know? What's up, bud?
How you doing?
Great to see you again.
Good to see you.
It's like you're like we're neighbors and stuff now.
I still think the Low Polito brothers should have got the post in front of D&E.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
What a beautiful job he did, huh?
Yeah, they should have put
He
that.
he came by and beeped. He goes, free Karen Reed.
Nice.
So I've been plugging him because that's the type of people we want.
Yeah.
You know, we'll support people like that. We'll
Yeah.
support our own. But what a great job he did. The time and the effort and the money. What a great, you know what?
Yeah.
That's someone that cares about their community. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's who you want. That's you want them as neighbors, you know?
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes for the quality of the work based on what he, even like, you can tell he's into attention to detail and stuff like that, just by everything. Come out great.
You see the cops in Canton going to people's houses that signed the petition?
The guy's getting a raise tonight.
What's that?
He's getting a raise. He's getting a promotion.
Yeah, he's getting a promotion to the prosecuting.
There you go. That's how that now I know where that came from.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Of course,
know
I just
exactly
read-
where it came from.
I read 2 years ago an interview with him, and he said working at the Galvin School was his dream job because he's happy to be working with the kids in the same town
Okay.
that his father did it.
Okay,
So
well,
why did
I'll
he
give him
it
that.
up? Why did he give it up to go do this?
You want to know why? He wants out. And this is the deal. For his pay grade, it's the last so many years of your pay.
Yeah,
So the higher pay grade you get,
yeah,
when you retire, it gets based on that.
yeah.
That's his way. He's on his way out. He wants out, hence why he's doing this. Give me a promotion so I get the frick out of here. Mm-hmm.
It sucks. I can't believe he's going to people's houses.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
From the South Shore.
You know, it's fucking, they talk about Turtle Boy intimidating people. All the intimidation is coming from the fucking townies and the police department.
You know what? It speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. It speaks without speaking.
Yeah. I was at that standout
Yep.
on the 95 overpass before the Pats game.
Mm-hmm.
Some old dude come walking up with a phone and started filming us all, and he was talking to us and asking us all kinds of questions about Canton. And he goes, "Oh, I've lived here my whole life."
Really?
And I thought I just saw him, but when he got out of the car, it wasn't him. And
So,
I'm just wondering, because I talked to him for a little while.
you know, I made a video today,
Yeah.
and I replayed Helena Rafferty speaking at the Selectmen's meeting.
Oh, yeah?
You should hear what she said.
Oh, she threatened us.
Oh, no,
basically.
no. You got to listen to exactly what she said.
I'll have to.
You got. I made a video,
All right.
and you need to listen to what she said. She's talking body cam numbers that are out of her ass.
Yeah.
She's making numbers up.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Lock the car, will you? It's
Yep.
so hard. All you gotta do is touch the door.
Yeah. Yeah. The new ones got proximity sensors into them. You walk near them and pop, they're all by themselves. You don't even touch it. Yep.
Yeah, mine. When I walk by it with the fob in my pocket in the dark, the mirrors light up the ground.
Nice.
And
Nice.
the interior lights come on,
Yep.
so you can see inside it.
Yep. Here we go.
Not bad for a Toyota, you know.
Yeah. No. But yeah, this is interesting. How
Yeah.
this is.
They
Have you ever seen this? The question. Let me ask a question. If you explain this to somebody, right?
They think I was nuts.
Seriously,
Yeah.
no doubt,
They
certifiable.
Yeah.
Like not just nuts, but now you're lying, right?
Yeah.
It's straight up. There's no way possible. There's no way. No, you're lying. You're making the because that just can't happen.
Right. That would never happen in a town like this.
Good. How are you, sir? Good.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, it's him.
It's you. I thought you were somebody else for a minute.
How you been?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Interesting day, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed.
What the frig?
Yeah.
I'm live, by the
Okay,
way.
thanks.
Just
Good.
that's why I'm pointing that way.
Yeah. No, indeed interesting. Several stories going on.
Yeah.
Can you make this up? How? I was just asking him. If you went and told somebody this story, they would think you're crazy, right? And they would at some point think you're just straight out lying because that just don't happen. But it does.
I know.
How? That don't make sense to me.
Me either.
I was a cop and everything I was taught is out the window. Even the judicial system, the process,
Right.
that ain't even working. Proctor
Now we
wasn't.
gotta- now
Hey,
we gotta compensate.
Proctor was not scheduled to work
That's right.
that day.
Yeah.
Who made that call?
He did.
No,
You think Rafferty did?
the DA.
Oh, the DA. Yeah, the DA, because he works for him.
I got this one. Okay, bye. He was not in rotation to take that body. It was not his turn. Yet, he did anyway.
Yeah.
Did a favor.
I just know
Give me a
if-
solid.
I just know if they found a dead cop in my front yard, they would not have hesitated to kick my front door in to come see me.
Fake Techno Gamers with 7 subscriber. What's up, dude? Hey. What's up there, buddy?
I'm gonna go
Berkowitz.
see what the wife's doing. I'll
Yeah,
be back.
I'm here. So that's a resident of Canton we were just talking to. He's like at all the rallies. He's very supportive of the right thing, whether it's this, whether it's Karen being prosecuted. You know, he is all 100% for what's right. And if something's not right, he'll tell you. And he's okay with telling you that he doesn't think it's right. And you know, I love that about that. I love that about him. And it just, none of this is right. Yep. So think about it. And in my video, right? Who called the state police? Was it Mrs. Rafferty, or was it Berkowitz, who was on medical leave, who never should have made the call? But he's by him doing that means he's inserted into the case. So the only other way to get him in the case to shut him up is if he's involved. Hence why he went back and found the taillight pieces, so that he could be involved in the case and they can shut him up. Not shut him up, but they have, you know, he can say, nope, I don't know nothing about it. Where the reality is, you know, he went to New York with Brian Higgins. Okay, they went to a funeral for a Boston cop. Hey, Jim Ferris is rude. Freaking asshole. So he went with Brian and the chief. They were all there. They're drinking all day. Yeah. Buddies. So I've had 2 people say negative things. One of them, I think, was like a friend of Colin's, young kid. And that second guy was Jim Farris. And Jim Farris just drove by and said she's guilty. Something like that. I'll have to rewind it to see what it said, but it was Jim Farris. Him and his little eco-mobile. Yeah. He's rude. Jim Farris is absolutely rude. Hey, has anyone checked on Elise to make sure that they're traveling back and they're okay and everything's good with her? I know she's on her way back, and I just want to make sure she's all right. Make sure that they're good. If anyone knows anything about that, they can pop it in the chat. It'd be dynamite. I like Elise. Twisted Tragedies. She does a lot of work. She does a lot of work for that channel. So that's someone I also recommend you pop over and take a listen to. That's one of them things you got to put your earbuds in and listen to her and listen to what she says. It all makes sense. It's all, I mean, all the pieces are there. You know? Yep. Free Karen Reed. Yeah, they know it. They know it. Oh, okay, cool. He's heading home tomorrow. Awesome. Be able to get in touch with her and see how she's doing. That ride up 95 from Florida is treacherous, man. You know, there's a lot of people up and down that road, and some people get stupid and get tired and whatnot. I'm just worried about them. That's all. Yeah. Free Karen Reed. None of the evidence matches. I matched up her taillight. Wait a minute, you're in Wales? The Armed Pumpkin Forces? Wait a minute, you're in... That's amazing. If you... Wow. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. Look at that car. That's sharp, huh? Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming and watching my my little solo protest here. It's just me and my sign and my flag, of course. Free Karen Reed, baby. So it's just me right now. Yep. Free Karen Reed. I can't believe it. I matched up Karen Reed's taillight to John O'Keefe's rear wiper on the back of his car. Oh my God. Hi, Renee. Armed Forces. Thank you so much. Hey, Jim Ferris's road. Keep driving by. Armed Forces, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Renee C. Hi. Hey, Jim Ferris keeps driving by. You know that, right?
No.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait till he comes back. Well, I'm gonna bum rush him right to his car. She's guilty. You're an asshole. Whatever he's screaming out the window. Yeah. It's awesome. But this guy did an awesome job on these polls.
Yeah.
He really did. I mean, I'd be proud of having that in my town.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that they do that in Canton.
Yeah, I mean, that's someone that cares about his community. Didn't have to. And again, you know, just, yeah. How you doing? So yeah, I'm waiting for him to come back. He keeps driving by. So I'm gonna wait.
Is that him that pulled out of here and said something?
Yes.
Early? Okay.
Yes.
I've never met the guy.
Yeah. Well, you're going to. You're gonna. Pedestrians have the right of way.
Yes.
Get your phone out. Is that crosswalk right there?
Yeah.
When he comes by, I'm going for it.
You want me to stand out there?
No, I'm gonna see if I can hit me. Where's my button? I'll wait for him. I'll hit the button just to keep him here.
Just to make him say.
Yeah.
Screaming at you the whole time.
I know. So this is my plan. When Jim Ferris comes down here, right?
Wait.
I'm gonna hit the button and make the light turn red so I can talk to him like a civil human being. Now I hit the crosswalk. So now we're gonna wait for Jim Ferris to come back. He should be back any time now. Ha ha! Jim Ferris, he's smart, man. Isn't he smart? He knows what's up.
Oh, he's an idiot.
I know.
I saw him on a video out in front of D.
I feel bad for him though.
Now, what is he in town? I don't even know him.
Well, he works for D&E, I think.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. There's that crosswalk. Come on, Ferris. Where are you, buddy? Huh?
People are going through lit crosswalks.
Oh, yeah. You noticing that, right?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Well, just why, people almost getting clipped. I've seen two people almost get hit. Yeah, we're waiting for Jim Farris to come back because, you know, he's rude. Hi, Keaton. How are you, bud? Hey, I had somebody from Wales. I don't know if he's still here, but someone from Wales was watching the stream. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're waiting for Jim Farris.
It's gotta be like.
That's out there, huh?
Out there.
Yeah. All right, where is he? And you know he'll drive by this way again. He won't go another way, right? You know what I'm saying? He won't avoid it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why these people are so fucking.
Why they're so
Why they're so wanting to have conflicts with everyone.
I know. I don't.
They're going.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why you don't understand it? It's the same reason I don't understand it.
Because I'm not like that.
I exactly. I had a lady explain this all to me, and she broke it down until I understood. We don't get it because our brains don't process like that. We can't think of, you know, how do you cover your ass real? Because we don't. We're not worried about.
They're all suing this guy, going after this guy, and then they're the ones that are doing all the friggin'.
It's ridiculous.
Calling people's houses. My wife, in the last week, my wife's gotten 20 calls from private numbers. That when she answers, they just don't say nothing.
I think you can block that.
Yeah,
I think you can block.
Yeah,
So you had, in order to get through, you have to unblock your number. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's retarded. I just don't get it.
No.
Yeah.
He's got a little electric, little deal. Nice.
So I live right behind. So
Oh, no kidding. So you see him all the time. He's up and down the street all the time, yeah?
I walk around town. I'm walking, riding a bike around town all the time.
Stop it. Listen, wait, what?
Which car is yours? Do you see it out here? Oh, okay. He's got a
He's up and
sign.
down. No, I was a cop. I know vehicles. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went by this way.
Were you
He's gonna come back.
Whitman,
Yeah. He's gonna come back this way.
That's how you knew Bob Small.
Yeah, I grew up with him. It was. Oh yeah. Knew him very well. I was my best friend.
I got in trouble in Whitman one night years ago.
Yeah. That's easy to get in trouble in Whitman. We get lots of trouble there. Don't go there.
I sideswiped the cruiser.
Yeah. Armed Forces, I'm waiting for Jim Farris to come back. We're going to see if we can have a little adult discussion, if that's even possible. Is this him with the light out? Is it? No. 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 No.
I saw the guy. He looks like a retired bouncer from a nightclub coming out of D&E one night, like
Yeah.
he was ready to fight everybody.
Well, that's how it is. They just want to fight, and I don't get it. Again, we don't like that, so. Yep.
I just want to live to see 70, you know?
Goals, right? Just simple goals. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. I wake up every day, do my best. That's all I can do. Oh, that's not it.
No.
It's not H500. Bummer. We won H500. We get bingo.
Oh, was that
License plate bingo.
License plate H500? Okay.
Jen.
Oh, Jen.
That's her plate.
Chris.
That's Jen McCabe's plate.
Yeah, okay, I got that. Colin Albert has a Jeep just like that, but it's gray.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got a four-door Jeep.
I thought he had an
Wrangler.
Edge.
No. His mom has an Edge, so he drives. But he's got a Jeep. I see him around town all the time.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
So
He's got a
Colin has a gray Jeep?
like a Wrangler, but it's
Gray
a four-door.
Jeep Wrangler.
Like a Wrangler. I don't know if it's a Laredo.
Yeah.
It's one of those. That look just like that white one. It's big like that, but it's gray.
Giovanni, I don't know if I'm allowed to. That's my question. Smoke or spark a joint, bro, or hit the pipe.
Is that what they're saying to us?
Yeah. I could. I don't think it's allowed on the sidewalk, right?
Wow, no.
You have to do it in
think we
public, I
can.
think. Yeah. I don't know. I never went there. So
Yeah.
yeah. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. I know.
God, but,
Yeah. I got my medical card. I've had my medical card since they come out.
yeah, ever since my transplant, I've had trouble sleeping.
What'd you get for a plant?
A kidney.
Okay.
It's been 11 years.
How's it working? Good?
100%.
Badass. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
But I use
Yeah.
bedtime beddies to sleep.
Yep. Definitely
Knocks
helps.
me right out.
Yep. Absolutely. I had hip surgery and they
Oh, okay. Yep.
they cut my femoral cutaneous nerve.
Oh.
So like I had to learn how to walk again and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Like
that
my
sucks.
leg's on fire right now. Like
Oh,
my
yeah?
thigh. It's like if you hold a lighter to it,
Yep.
it's always like that hot.
I have some crushed discs in my spine.
Yep.
And every now and then it acts up, and I feel like I got a sunburn down the side of my leg.
Yeah. So you know that
Yeah,
fire. Yeah. But it's a deeper sunburn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a weird feeling because I know I'm not sunburned because I gotta be careful in the sun.
Yeah.
20 times more likely
'Cause
to
you-
get skin cancer because of my transplant.
Right. People don't realize that.
Oh, someone's hitting me.
Yeah.
Robin's telling me to come in.
What time is it?
It's 1:15.
And the meeting starts at 7?
Yep.
All right. We're going to go into the meeting now, boys and girls. I'm going to put my flag away. Actually, can you do me a favor and hold that real quick?
Yeah, sure. Can actually hold this.
I know. That thing's been through a lot, bud. It's been through a lot of protests. Really.
It's a great flag, though.
Instead of holding two of them, I just taped it together. Said the hell with it.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Get some wood glue.
The T-Man. My day's going great. All right. Sweet. I'm gonna go put this in the truck.
All right. I'm going to go in. I think she's worried about having a place to sit.
Well, okay.
She's got MF.
Yeah. You know, I'm with you. Can't argue with that either.
No, I know.
I'll be right up.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna go into the Selectmen's meeting tonight. Right now, we're gonna put my sign away, and then we're gonna go in. Yeah, if you can read. Massachusetts. We're in Massachusetts. I took a lollipop. You MIS?
Yes.
You got a second? You might be on camera. I'm recording the selectmen's meeting. I just want to talk to you real quick about data. Data.
Not on camera for recording, but on David, but it's a question.
Raw data. So like if I want to record data and give it to you,
Yeah.
you have the ability to store it on like a NAS, right?
Yeah.
Securely, off-site per se. You could get some hosting spots and just dump the data there. Okay. The numbers that I'm hearing to do that, like for the police body cam footage, I understand. Okay, it has to be secure, VPN, encrypted, get all that stuff. I would like to talk to you about that stuff. Could we set a meeting up for that? Possibly?
Possibly. I mean, they're looking into different options.
I separate from them, just you and me on that discussion level. I don't care what that, let them,
Yeah.
just someday maybe.
Yeah.
On camera, do you mind?
Not for that stuff.
What if I record it and then we go over it after it? And maybe. I want it, what, I'm trying to educate people that they don't know what you guys, like you do. Like I do, they don't. And the more they know, the,
Yeah. The
So-
problem with some of those pieces is where it falls into with regard to record requests and that type of thing.
I'm not talking about that, I'm talking raw data.
I
Just-
understand, but you have to put the two of them together for this. We can't have the entire package.
Understandable.
So vendor creates, vendor has it.
Front end, back end,
Yeah,
yep,
and so
yep,
you
yep.
have all their hardware,
Uh,
all their services, all the other pieces.
Yep,
Online stuff with a service is going to cost you more.
without a doubt.
Online space with your control is a total different cost estimate.
That's right.
But
It's a much more efficient, cheaper way.
then you still have to, in those specific examples,
Yeah.
you still have to then pay to have the local copy of the software and all the licensing,
For,
and those things.
for 200K, I can get you 2 other minions, and one of them can be dedicated just to do all your updates. The other one can do all the data, and you can just monitor both of them for 200K.
Otherwise,
A little more efficient.
AC in
All right. So maybe someday we could chit chat about like a hypothetical
sure.
build a whole off, because people don't know what it takes. People don't understand what it takes to do that off-site type of stuff, so that's just my goal.
there. See, that was fun. By 43.
Three cops. I was listening to you today, last time you spoke here, about that people don't know what it takes to, like, there's misinformation. I was just talking to the MIS guy, and I want to get him on video so that we can explain to people what it takes to take the footage and put it here, like that whole process. They're like, I was just trying to solve. I understand what you're saying, and the public doesn't, and that's where the disconnect becomes. needs a seat. She's pregnant. Hey, let her sit there.
Yeah,
Pregnant.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was just doing. Angela,
Right there. No, you're good.
Please,
You got it.
sit.
You're good.
oh yeah.
Keep waiting. Yeah.
My grandson and his son play
So,
together.
okay, you have one cop,
Yeah.
you have two cops, now you have three cops. Way to go. For a selectmen's meeting. That's a little odd. No?
Yeah, they're making sure that we don't do all the line.
All 5 foot meeting? There you go, Mom. Just look out.
I know.
I may trip over a
I
chair.
heard you were a holy terror.
No. The chair weighs as much as I do, you know. I gotta put my head and do anything with it. And the guy in the other one is a retired cop. This one.
Right, they got the duct tape over their mouth last week too. That was beautiful.
Perfect.
In his back pocket, a can base.
Looks like it. Tell us you're a cop without being a cop.
Yeah,
Maybe he's happy to see you.
could be. It's on the wrong side though.
Hey, it's all new world. We don't know anymore,
You gotta
okay?
make exceptions.
We don't
You're
know.
right.
We don't know that.
You're right.
I'm gonna go ask him.
Ask him what's in his pocket. This guy don't have
Like I'm both right there. Gotta know what to look for. Not the later.
sneaking around you.
Go nuts, bud. time is it, man? What time is it?
5
Okay. I'm live. Do you want to say anything before the meeting so the people? Yeah.
So here we are at the Canton Select Board meeting, and we're looking forward to having the public comments restored tonight so that people can speak, and hopefully we can heal this community if the leaders in this community decide to lead and help us to come back together, because we are clearly torn apart, as were the words from the Chief of Police, Chief Rafferty, to me last August. We are torn apart, we need crisis intervention, and we need it now. So hopefully tonight is a turning point for us, and free Karen Reed and free Turtle Boy. Aiden Kearney has done his job. Journalism is not a crime, and people who he investigates for corruption should never have the right to arrest him. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be talking again.
Let me slide over.
Okay, so that was Rita. How do I get to landscape mode? It won't let me locate my phone. I tried.
Good evening, call this meeting to order. Reconvene this open session of the Canton Select Board meeting at 7 o'clock on October 24th, 2023. First, before we start, Cable 8 is televising this meeting and be broadcast. And if anybody is streaming, they can stream, and in recording, Town Council recommended that we make that announcement in case people don't want to be recorded, or they do not want to have their faces on TV. So, we'll leave it at that. Unfortunately, the first order of business I have, it's some sad news. Robert L. Bob Vieso, age 98 of Canton, a loving and faith-filled man, known for his service to his family, his community, and country, passed away peacefully on October 6, 2023. Born in Somerville, Mass., Bob lived a life that was a testament to his unwavering faith, dedication to service, and love for education. Bob was the cherished husband of Carol K. Stoughton, DSO for 18 years, and the late Elizabeth Chamberlain, DSO for 50 years. A proud graduate of Everett High School and Boston College, Bob was a lifelong learner who valued education. Bob served his country with honor and pride as a veteran of the United States Army during World War II, earning a rank of sergeant. Among the military medals and awards Bob received for his service, he was most proud of the Combat Infantry Badge, the Bronze Star, and the French Legion of Honor Medal. Beyond his professional endeavors, Bob was extremely involved in the community as a member of the American Legion Post 24 and the Canton Veteran Service Department Honor Guard. He continued to serve his fellow veterans and community long after his active duty service. Bob also volunteered for Meals on Wheels, demonstrating his selflessness spirit and commitment to helping those in need. Through his life, Bob Yeso embodied the virtues of love, faith, and honor. His legacy of service, devotion to his family, and commitment to his faith and continue to inspire all who were fortunate enough to know him. His memory will be cherished by his loved ones, and his influence will continue to impact his community for years to come. Robert L. Bob Yeso will be deeply missed but never forgotten. I would ask you to have a moment in honor and memory of Mr. Yeso. Anyone who knew Bob knew he was one of the many faces, proud faces of the American Legion, and a man with great, was very humble and a great gentleman. So I'd ask that may he rest in peace and have a moment of silence in his memory and honor, please. Part of the greatest generation. Thank you, board members. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Blocker, first order of business, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First, we have a statement on behalf of the Select Board that I'd like to read. The ongoing court case and the death of John O'Keefe have divided our community. And while we continue to be advised by our legal counsel not to address the criminal case, as the elected leaders of the town of Canton, we need to speak to you, our residents. The vitriol and anger that this issue has raised is hurting our community, and it is casting a shadow over any semblance of community spirit. Neighbor accuses neighbor. Our public meetings have been attended by news crews and protesters. We need to come together as a community and allow the court process to see through to the end. The Canton Select Board has nothing to do with the ongoing criminal case. Our silence on this matter thus far is no indication of our feelings or opinions. It is merely a reflection of what we have been advised by counsel and by our district attorney. We cannot comment on any aspect of an ongoing criminal case. It would be inappropriate and it may subject the town of Canton to legal liability. We have heard the individual concerns of our residents. We agree and we have conveyed to our police chief that a thorough and holistic administrative review of the policies and procedures of the Canton Police Department is appropriate. And at our direction, the town administrator has begun the process of researching national firms that have the capacity to conduct this work. We have recently received the results of an evidence room audit of the police department, and the Mass Police Accreditation Commission will conduct a detailed third-party assessment of the department beginning in March of 2024. We have directed Chief Rafferty to publicly release those reports without delay. The purpose of these meetings is to conduct the required and necessary business of the town of Canton. As is the case with every meeting, we have a full agenda. We appreciate the passions, opinions, and thoughtful questions and concerns of our residents. And now it's on to business.
Thank you, Mr. Blocker. Just a reminder, I forgot to mention that Mr. Theodore unfortunately is ill at home, so he's obviously not here at the meeting. Mr. Blocker.
First on the agenda, we have a public hearing regarding the application for alteration of premises for WKB Incorporated, doing business as LC's Table, 497 Washington Street, Canton, Mass. 02021. And I will just read into the record. Town of Canton legal notice public hearing. Notice is hereby given under Chapter 138 of the Mass General Laws, as amended, that the Canton Select Board, acting as the licensing board for the town of Canton, will hold a public hearing regarding the application for alteration of premises for WKB Incorporated, doing business as LC's Table, 497 Washington Street, Canton, Mass. 02021. The public hearing will be held on Tuesday, October 24, 2023, on or after 7 p.m. in the summer meeting room, second floor, Memorial Hall, 801 Washington Street, Canton, Mass. 02021. Submitted by Michael Loughran, the clerk of the Canton Select Board. I move that the board open the public hearing.
Second. Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
This is just to update the liquor license. Is that right, Mr. Doody? Yes. Sorry, I've got it now. They are adding a dining patio, which has been approved by the ZBA. All the paperwork is in order, and the recommendation is to approve the alteration. Unfortunately, Renee Roberts, who is running LC's Table, was unable to do this tonight, but she was looking for an affirmative vote.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, is there a move, is there a motion?
I move that the board close the public hearing.
Second. Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, it's 4-0.
I move that the board approve the application for alteration of premises for WKB Incorporated, doing business as Elsie's Table, 497 Washington Street, Canton, Mass. 02021.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion, comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, 4-0. Mr. Locker.
Next, we have a discussion on the compensation for elected officials, and I believe we have the chair of the Finance Committee, Ms. Thomas, coming to the table.
Thank you to the select board for having me here this evening. Just to do a brief refresher, because I know we have some new board members as well as members of the public who may not be familiar with the conversation that we had in the spring back in March. One of the issues that's come up year after year at town meeting is the compensation structure for part-time elected officials. And if you've been to town meeting, you're aware that we have some elected officials who get small, but who get compensation, and we have some elected officials who do not. In the past, it's been proposed that all compensation for elected officials be eliminated, and that has never passed town meeting. So the Finance Committee undertook it this past winter to really dig into this issue a little bit more, figure out if we could figure out why the current structure was the way it was. And to be honest, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason. So, but in the course of our review and in our efforts to begin to think about a plan for a more equitable compensation structure for part-time elected officials, it came to our attention that the select board passed a policy in 2003 that provided some provisions for part-time elected officials to get town benefits. I want to be clear that as of today, there's only one elected official in this town who is taking advantage of that in any way. It is not a member of the select board. And it is only for life insurance, which has a cost of $75 for the town. So the current situation is sort of low impact, if you will. But in fact, the vulnerability for the town is that if a part-time elected official chose to take advantage of health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, the cost would be in the order of $7,800 a year for one elected official. So the Finance Committee's position was, before we could look at any changes to compensation for part-time elected officials, we really needed to address the benefit issue. And I came before you in March with the Finance Committee's request that the Select Board consider rescinding that policy. I also want to remind everyone that there is no retirement eligibility. That's another myth that's put it out there. The level of compensation of elected officials. And I'm going to, I should just caveat, this does not include the town clerk who is a full-time employee of the town. I think that's important for me to be clear about, that no one gets compensation at a level that would warrant contribution into the local county pension system or create any eligibility for retiree benefits. So I'm here before you this evening because we would like to move forward and request that the select board amend that policy in order to limit access to any health and any insurance benefits for part-time elected officials to only that one person who would be grandfathered in. And that would be with the understanding that when that person's term, their time as an elected official ended, their benefits would end. Should they run for a subsequent office, they would not be eligible for benefits. So we would be grandfathering them in as long as they continue to serve in their role currently as an elected official. So I think you have before you an amended policy for review. I know I was in the school committee, we did a first read and a second read, so I assume this evening is your first read and review. And that we hope that at your next meeting, you would actually vote to proceed with rescinding the benefit eligibility for part-time elected officials.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Any questions, Chairman, that think of?
Mr. Chair, just a quick question. So I know we talked about grandfathering. Are we only speaking of that one elected official? Okay. So if somebody finds out that we're changing this and they decide, hey, wait a minute, I want to opt in.
So I believe the way the policy is written, so there could be a little 2-week window and loophole here, but the way we've amended the policy would basically to say effective at the time the policy, the amended policy is adopted.
Okay, perfect.
So I was kind of hoping nobody would slide in there, but that would be a little bit disingenuous.
I have no issue with the amendment.
Is there a motion to take it under advisement until the next meeting?
Sure, so we don't need a motion for that, we're just taking under consideration.
And once that happens, given all of what we have on the agenda now with the special town meeting, I'm not sure where the timing is and how we'll be proceeding for revisiting the whole compensation schedule, but that will be on our future agendas for the finance committee once this issue is resolved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cindy. Mr. Walker?
Next, we have Friends of the Library road race discussion. We have Mr. Quinn here. Yes, sir.
I do believe we have two members of the library board of trustees. Thank you. I don't think I found it, I'm sorry.
That's okay, you beat me to it, I appreciate that. So yes, I am Bill Quinn, I am the current president of the Friends of the Library, and with me is Patty McDermott, our vice president. We are here today for two topics. The first one being the 5K that we are looking to set up. We're looking to do that on April 28th at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is new for us. We've not done something like this before, but we keep trying to push the envelope and find new ways of doing fundraising. So the plan for the 5K would be that it would start at the library parking lot, go up Washington Street, and then up Pleasant Street, Sherman Street, back to the library parking lot. We've already reviewed that course with Deputy Cheryl. She's all set. We agreed to put a water table at the beachside lawns for a halfway point so people can have their water spots. We are hoping for somewhere between 100 to 300 people. I think we'll see how it goes. It's the very first time we've done this. We're doing it in two parts. We're going to have a competitive run, so people can use this run in order to qualify for other races. But we're also going to have a family walk component where people can walk with their kids and strollers and that type of thing. So, yeah, that's really what we're providing insurance certificate yet. So we are making this request contingent on insurance. But once we receive the renewal from Galvin, we'll be back with that as soon as we receive it. As well as coming in for a after party request, which again, we'll have to wait until we have to do insurance renewed to do that.
Mr. Dermott, you want to say it?
I'm here to support Bill, working on the project.
You don't get around it.
It's a tremendous group working on this, including Jen Chameleon, so it's great.
Thank you. Any other questions from any members? Is there a motion?
So, in my packet, I don't have a motion to approve the race. I have the Friends of the Library here to approve a wine and malt beverage. Okay. That's all right. So I don't mind doing a motion for the road race. It just wasn't in the past, right? So.
We'll get more people if there's wine and malt beverages after the race.
Drinking.
So I make a motion to approve the Friends of the Canton Public Library road race and fun run that is going to be held on Sunday, April 28th, starting at 9 o'clock, contingent upon the insurance certificate being forwarded to the select board's office.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion, comments, concerns? Hearing none, look for a motion. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, 4-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
The other item we have is Carolyn Elford is having one of her cookbook clubs on November 28th. It is an Italian night themed event. Friends of the Library still has one more event for which we have insurance coverage, and so we've been working with Carolyn that she can serve wine at that cookbook club event that evening. And we're talking about 30 people in the community room, so it's not a huge event. And so that is the second item that we're looking for approval for wine and malt beverage.
Yeah. I move that the board approve an application to obtain a special license to serve wine and malt beverages at a one-day event to be held for the Friends of the Canton Public Library located at 786 Washington Street, Canton, for a book fair. For book club on November 28, 2023, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., contingent upon building commissioner, police chief, and fire chief approval.
Second. Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, 4-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Good luck. Thank you. Mr. Walker.
Next, we have the MBTA zoning update.
With town planner TJ Torres and Mr. Kevin Shea. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Town Planner TJ Torres, I'm joined by Housing Coordinator Kevin Shea, who's going to start us off and this one's up.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. We're here tonight on behalf of the MBTA zoning working group, which the select board put together approximately a year and a half ago. And we're here to give a final update on the working group's efforts to comply with the new MBTA housing zoning law. Just to take a second, just a little bit of background information. The new zoning act was passed back by the state legislature in January of 2001, and it applies to 177 municipalities, including Canton. Basically, any municipality with a commuter rail, transit MBTA station is included. The MBTA community is required to have at least one zoning district, which multifamily housing is permitted as of right. Minimum gross density of 15 acres per 15 units per acre. And the unit is defined as 1,000 square foot building space. The other requirement is located no more than 0.5 miles from a commuter rail station, and no age restrictions and suitable for families with children. The Mass Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities, formerly the Department of Housing and Community Development, also creates specific requirements for each town based on its size, population, housing units. In Canton's case, our zone must allow for the following: a minimum model unit capacity of 1,490 units, minimum land area in acres of 50 to 50 acres, development station area of 450 acres, and 50% of the district needs to be located within the station areas. The important thing to note here, and it's a lot of times people don't understand this concept, but what they've tried to do is that the law does not require the actual production of housing. It requires us to create zoning that allows for a certain amount of housing within the designated zone. So again, the town's not under the gun to provide those housing units. This is a zoning issue. And I think that's a really, really important piece of understanding all of this. The next map indicates the half-mile radius, which we're in compliance with. The half-mile radius is between Canton Junction as well as Canton Center. So the town basically complies with that. A little bit about the process. Back in October, the select board established a working group which included Town Administrator Charlie Green, Planning Board Member Jim Quigley, Zoning Board of Appeals Chair Greg Pando, Building Commissioner Ed Walsh, myself, interim Town Planner Gene Manning, and then Taylor came on board as a permanent Town Planner. We also received a grant from Mass Housing Partnership. We received technical assistance from Mass Housing Partnership to get us going in terms of the technical assistance that we need. A huge help to us was our town's MIS coordinator, Kelsey Quinlan, who basically took care of all the maps for us. Actually, probably hundreds of maps. And we were able to kind of get through at least the initial part of the process. In March town received approval of the action plan, which we sent to the state, which meant that we have at least temporary compliance, which means even though the zoning isn't passed yet, we still can apply for state grants, Mass Works grants, Housing Trust grants, and so forth. The working group met monthly through the spring and summer of 2023 to discuss and tweak details. We spent a lot of time on things like lot size, height, district boundaries, density, and site plan requirements. One of the big issues in the law is that they allow site plan review. So that's still under the domain of the town. In terms of achieving the most desirable outcome, having the town comply with the new zoning act, the major objectives and directions of the group were first, to reflect the vision of the town's master plan, consider the visions and recommendations of the Canton Junction Equitable Transit-Oriented Development Plan, which isn't that old, which was done back in 2020 with the help of Metropolitan Area Planning Council. The other issue was to take advantage of areas that have already been developed with multifamily housing, and use dimensional and design standards which would be consistent with surrounding areas in the character of the community. The MBTA working group, after quite a bit of time, identified an area of approximately 147 acres located between Canton Center and Canton Junction Station. We put this map in. This map actually came from the Canton Junction study. It doesn't totally encompass the same boundaries, but it pretty much includes the same boundaries that people worked on about 3 years ago at Metropolitan Area Council, Chapman and Ponset area, and over by Revere and Sherman Street.
Right, thank you, Kevin. So you have a background on the law and sort of the process that Canton took in developing the working group and approaching how do we come up with the best proposal to be compliant. So how does that shake down at the local level? Well, the state created a compliance model, which is an Excel spreadsheet with macro rules as a mechanism for us to test our compliance, and then ultimately we will submit that model. And I apologize if I get too technical here. So it began the GIS shapefile data. Kelsey Quinlan, our GIS coordinator, drew the boundaries on her GIS software and then imported that into the compliance model. And it draws the parcel data from the state property maps, gets imported into the spreadsheet. Then it removes excluded land from the calculation so that things like publicly owned land, rivers and streams, wetlands, protected open space, so that doesn't count against us when we're trying to achieve compliance. It also removes age-restricted housing, which we'll see with Millside, because the law says it has to be available for families with children, and if you're restricting it by age, then that doesn't comply with the law. Something to note. The compliance model, something that the working group disagrees with in the way it's being implemented, is it does not count non-conforming lots toward model unit capacity. What that means is, say, we come up with the minimum lot size under the zoning, which in our case, we'll get to it, it's going to be 1 acre. It takes all the lots that are not that 1 acre and essentially excludes them. And we don't like that because technically somebody could, buy up smaller lots and then make them conform, but the state has, and you've asked the question, they've said that they are going to buy the existing lot. So another thing that we're then the model allows us to put in dimensional limits. So things like minimum lot size, maximum height, parking requirements, open space requirements, lot coverage maximums for building or building plus parking, floor area ratio, setbacks, etc. And then once you have your boundaries, you have all your parcel data, you input your limits, and it spits out on the summary page whether you comply or not. So it's kind of a learning curve at first, it's a lot to it, but once you get the hang of it, you can really play with it and tweak different things, different boundaries, different limits, and come up with kind of the best fit scenario. And after that, final compliance is still subject to a manual review by EOHLC. So not only does what you submit have to comply, but they will manually review it just to be sure and catch anything safety. So taking through the final map that the working group has settled on and is putting forward, And keeping in mind the lot size matter that we talked about, due to that, we tried to really cut around the larger parcels because that's what the system is rewarding. It's not really giving much credit for any smaller parcels. So working up through Walpole Street, there's a couple of large housing condominium and apartment complexes there. And we wanted to capture what we've already built, right? So we have a couple on Walpole Street. The only things in that area that are not housing is the power station in the corner of the railroad track in Walpole, and then the Jack Madden Ford right next to that. Working your way up, we have the Chapman-Jackson block and the Canton Junction area, so from Chapman to the railroad tracks. And that, if anything on this map, that's where you may see some potential changes based on the law. You may or may not, but there's a lot of commercial in that area, some smaller multifamily houses. So that's where you may have the potential to see some change. It's going to depend on the property owner whether continuing the business is more profitable to them, or if they want to sell it or somewhere else. We don't know the answer to that, but just to point out, that's an area where there's some commercial. Hop over the tracks, going between Revere Street and the tracks, you have the Coppersmith developments that are almost all built but all permitted. Working your way south, we have the Plymouth Rubber development that's already been built, and the only thing excluded there is Millside, but the rest of it, we're trying to get credit for what's already been done. So all of that we're capturing in this district. Between Revere Street and the track, so the northeastern side of Revere Street, you have maybe 3 parcels that meet the minimum requirement that are currently commercial. The zoning there has already been changed to general residence. I'm not sure when, sometime in the past. So you could see some change there, but then just southeast of that, you have Fall Revere Village, already built out in Canton Cornerstone. And then northeast of the tracks along Sherman Street, which it's kind of funny looking around that edge there, but because this has to be contiguous, we wanted to capture some of the developments already existing on Sherman Street and really get credit for that land area. So there's about 5, I think, or so parcels with Grover Estates and the other one on Sherman Street with those 3 different buildings, and we wanted to capture that. So now the proposed dimensional requirements. So the law changes the fact that, okay, now a multifamily, a large residential project comes in the zone, we don't have a special permit ability to say yes or no, but we do have the ability to set a lot of dimensional requirements so that whatever does come through, we make sure we're applying our standards so we get what we want out of it. 1 acre minimum lot size, and the group felt strongly about having a larger minimum lot size because they wanted to see the complexes that have the amenities in the open space and with the affordability, which we'll get to a little bit later in the slide. We set the maximum height of 3 stories. I know height can be something that comes to mind a lot when people think about laws like this and high density housing, but we were able to set that at 3 stories. 30-foot front setback, 20-foot side and rear setbacks, 1.5 parking spaces minimum that we're requiring per unit, and 1 bicycle parking space also required per unit. 30% open space requirement at each development with the same common open land language already found in the Canton Center Economic Development overlay, so that it really defines what open space is and how that's usable to the people who live there. 10% of units, the working group decided to mandate that be affordable housing, which means people making up to 80% of the family income, household income limits can live there. Now, the state didn't require this. They did say that we can't require more than 10%. So the group decided to go with the maximum 10%, and also a 10% workforce housing, which is up to 110% of the area median income. And the reason we wanted to preserve affordable housing is using the threshold number, and also so that our people's children and parents who may be getting getting priced out of the community, how do we have different housing options available to us? And we also put in local preference language, so those who can restrict the units to favor people who live or work in Canton. And the town of Denver did this in their zoning authority, past town meeting, past state compliance, and they included this language, so.
What do we want to show, all of them, or?
It's also subject to site plan review.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, the planning board, all existing performance and building codes must be met. And we were able to tack on design review, the same as we already have in the existing Canton Center Economic Opportunity District. So really, the working group tried multiple months of meetings to really, you have to swallow the pill, we're gonna get the best out of it as possible.
This will be an overlay district. One of the things that we propose in the zoning ordinance is to eliminate the Canton Center Economic District Area C, which is up around that area, so there would be two confusing two overlay districts. That would be eliminated, and the only, this new one would be a house.
Get the place with this.
And again, the next steps, recommendation from the town's MBTA Community Working Group to the Planning Board for public hearing and deliberations. That starts tomorrow. It's on the agenda for tomorrow. The next step is to submit it to the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities for pre-approval. Again, then we go to the Planning Board submission of the zoning article, text and zoning map for spring 2004 town meeting. And in order to achieve compliance, Canton must adopt the language district map and adopted by town meeting and the compliance model by the end of December 2024. That's where all of the MBTA communities are set timeline. And again, as we mentioned, I think the last time we were here, this goes through the same zoning process that the town normally goes through. You have to go back to the planning board, select board, and ultimately town meeting for approval.
And if any of those boards or town meeting doesn't approve it, then it's dead, and we could be legal with the Attorney General. I asked that question before, and it was never answered. It's not you two, it was the consultant. So I just like to get that answer sometime.
Yeah.
We could approve it, the planning board could approve it, everyone could approve it, the town meeting says no, then where does that leave us? You know, we did our good faith, but I assume they're gonna say no, that doesn't count.
We're trying to find that out.
Would you please? Thank you. Yes, sir.
One of the biggest things listed in this is you can build it by right, so that takes a long way. When you get by right on anything, it eliminates a certain amount of protections that this town has to do. So that's an issue. You have a minimum model unit capacity of 1490 based on the map you have. What is the maximum capacity of units if that was built out completely to your standards? Do we have a maximum? Right now it says we can meet the minimum of 1490, but with that area that's denoted, if it was maximum, if we sold out and built out all these units, what would be the maximum that we put there? There's a number?
We're still tweaking the final numbers of the compliance model, but I can get you that.
Yeah, because this map, it's mandated by the state, and if we don't do it, it's subject to, once again, maybe no funding from the state on other things. But this has the potential of decimating Ponce Street and Chapel Street, if it's a complete building. And you have a lot of properties out there, you give them an offer, they'll sell their property, I'm not saying they've done it, but there's a potential for a lot of units to go down there. I'd like to know the maximum, and then if our infrastructure cannot handle it, there should be something, I believe there is something in there. And what is our protections on that? Because right now, I understand the Hanson's at capacity, it's elementary. Kennedy's got modulars. I mean, if we put 1,490 units there, we have 50 to 60 kids coming in this. We've got a problem already. That's at the minimum. So I'm very concerned about the maximum. And I also said this before, I think that just because we have train stations doesn't mean we should be picked on and putting all these units there. If the state wants to make affordable housing by train stations, have them pull the train stations out to rent them in other areas and build them in. I think it's a discriminating thing that we just have train stations and we're going to be forced to do that. So those are my concerns on this, and we really got to look at this because this area, everybody knows the Ponce Street Chapel, it's busy now. You put 1,490 units in, I don't care where you are. It's gonna be a lot busier. You got traffic control and lights. And, we have traffic committees here that are getting inundated with reports as it is. So it is a big concern. Yes, it is, it's a big concern.
Any other questions or comments?
I just want to say thanks for all that. I mean, as I say, I'm part of that, not the working group, but I really do appreciate all the work. It is a mandate from the state that we implement this MBTA zoning. And I think the working group did a very good job of still trying to protect Canton and the character of the town while still complying with this. So,
Under the mandate, right?
yeah, one of your favorites.
Any other questions or comments? You need a vote for Mr. PJ,
I was just gonna add, as you mentioned, the 1490, it's not 1490 additional units on top of what's there, it's if you took, it's all theoretical, so if you took the whole district that we created, and everything was a blank slate, there was nothing, it was all level, how many 1,000 square foot units could be built, given our dimensional requirements? So that's what the 1490 number is, it's not additional, so just wanted to clear that up.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dorsey. Mr. Chair, anything else, sir? Is there a motion?
So there's nothing for us to vote on at this time. You're going to go to
Just give me the
planning
final
first.
update.
You go to planning board tomorrow night.
All right.
Yeah.
And I believe the public hearing is probably early in December from the planning board.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Gordon. Was that one, sir? Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Mr. Shea. Thank you, Mr. Dorsey.
And Mr. Shea,
Mr.
before
Shea,
we leave,
stay right there. You're not going anywhere.
standing right there. Next, Mr. Chair, we have the Affordable Housing Trust final FY 2025 CPA application, which is in our packet. Mr. Shea?
It's looking for authorization to submit it, it's done, it's due Friday, to the CPC committee.
me to work.
Got an electronic copy.
Tom's putting me to work.
Basically, what this is to do is to fund the part-time housing coordinator position, starting in FY 25, which basically is July 1st of 2024. The ask is for $40,000, which is roughly part-time salary plus some office expenses in there. Very similar to the last funding round, I believe it was about the same amount. So we're asking for authorization to actually submit this project.
Any questions for Mr. Shea?
I make a motion that we approve the CPA application for FY 25, the Affordable Housing Trust request.
Second. Motion been made and seconded. Any further comments, questions, concerns?
Just, sorry, Mr. Chair, just so that, the CPA funding request is $40,000.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, 4-0. Thank you, Mr. Shea. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Mark.
Sorry. Next, we have the CCM Hockey House proposal event on Kenny Street. And I believe we have the resident, Mr. Gabe Barati.
Welcome, Mr. Bradley.
Hello there, thanks for having us, everybody. Well, I'm here to talk about something fun for the town. So what we're trying to do is, does everybody know who CCM is? Okay, so CCM is basically a hockey manufacturer. They manufacture hockey sticks, skates, equipment. They're a big player, both in Canada, United States, and hockey equipment. So every year, CCM holds an event called the CCM Hockey House, okay? So what that is basically they pick a house every year, so last year was actually handled in Toronto, okay? So this year, they looked at somebody in the northeast of the United States, so they wanted to be Boston. So we got selected, because we have a rank in our backyard, to hold this event. So the event is basically for kids. Kids being, sixth graders up to high school. Okay? So what they do is, it's a 3-day event. It is invite only. Okay, there's to be no parking at the house, it's all off-site parking. You can't just show up. And kids will come here in groups of about 10 to 20. And what they do is they go through the house. The house is actually transformed in such a way that they'll have, like, just to give you an example, one of the rooms is a barber shop, one is a comedian clinic, one room is a Gatorade room, we call it. One room is a goalie activation room. One room is a locker room. There's a gaming room, and there's a skate shop, where after the kids go through the house, they'll go downstairs and they'll get skates, which they don't bring there, they're given there. And they get to go out and skate on the rink. So it's a pretty cool thing for the town. Canton having its, rich hockey communities, I think one of the reasons why we got picked for it. And that's kind of what we pushed. So it's an exciting thing for the town, and we hope you guys let us have it.
Any questions from any members of the board?
Is there an actual ice rink built in the backyard?
There is.
And what if it's hot?
Just
curious.
Yeah, the rink has chillers inside it, underneath it, but that was one of the major things. So it's the event's gonna happen November 16th through the 18th.
Yeah.
I know, that was a big thing. So what we're hoping is that it's a little bit cold, cold enough so we can make some ice. And if we can't, so.
The neighbors are on board, correct?
So we already went around, got a petition signed.
You have a copy of that for your records? In case we need it, right?
Absolutely. The town, yeah, we were, yeah, they have.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody's been notified. And there's more neighbors that are kind of on the outskirts that I plan on going to talk to them also.
They're more than very, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Walker?
Mr. Barati, the only thing that I see in the packet is zoning is still waiting on, you meeting with them on the 26th?
Yes, Thursday. I have to go with them.
Okay.
So basically, the marketing company, Mosaic, is in Canada, so they're the ones who are working for CCM. I offered to sit in for them, just so somebody wouldn't have to hop on a plane and come down here for a meeting. So they probably do a little better job than me, but we're waiting.
But not as passionate as you.
Maybe.
Any other questions for Mr. Barati? Mr. Walker?
So, police and fire have approved it, so I move that the board approve a permit for a multi-day event to be held, sorry, I gotta give the address. 65 Kenny. To be held, 65 Kenny on November 16th, 17th, and 18th, contingent upon zoning board of appeals approval.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Comments, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, it's 4-0. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck.
That's all.
Good luck.
Hope it gets cold though.
I know.
Next, we have the town administrator report. For Mr. Goody.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a few things. First on the list is just an update on the status of the administrative code. So clearly it's been a busy fall, with special town meetings and budgets and things like that taking place. It's slowed down the progress a little bit, but we'll continue to work on it.
People
We're
that
gonna
are
target,
watching this are
first
getting
draft
dizzy.
in January is our hope. And we understand that, one of the requests that we received is for an update to the select board code of conduct, and that will be part of that update. So hope we get to do something in January for that. Jennifer, Canadian, and myself have been working on it. Time allows. Second thing is an update on the dog park. I know we had some questions about the dog park, one of our meetings, and the good news is that Canton Holdings has proposed a revised plan for the dog park, which will be located on the Copperworks property, the Paul Revere property that people are familiar with. Right now, the design plan has been forwarded to the Conservation Commission for their review, and I understand that the conservation agent is looking at it favorably, which is great. And the nice thing about the new proposal is that not only is it on the site, but it's larger than the original proposed dog park. And as part of this proposal, there will be a second dog park for smaller dogs. So folks with smaller dogs will have a special place to go there. So we're continuing to move that through. The next phase of this, after consultation has a chance to rule on it, we will organize a neighborhood meeting. So all the abutters that are within 300 feet of the dog park, we're going to get together and get their feedback and let them know what the proposal is.
In the dog park, people have been on board, correct?
Yeah, the Friends of the Canton Dog Park have been involved. They toured the site, represented the site, and seemed quite pleased with the proposal.
Great, thank you.
Next thing is an update on the Serenity Garden. I'm not familiar with the project, but 3 years ago, as the Community Club of Canton proposed a project called the Serenity Garden, and it was an opportunity to purchase bricks or a bench to remember those that were lost to substance use disorder. And they undertook a fundraiser to do that, and they raised $18,750 at the time. Over the course of those 3 years, that money is it's in budget right now, and it has not been used yet. The project, when COVID hit, kind of lost steam, and then the folks that were really the champions of the project moved on from the community club, so it kind of slowed down. But we're trying to revitalize that project, and we want to get that moving forward again. A site has been selected at the Armando facility, in kind of the front lawn area. So the next phase of this will be to acquire some site design, to design this kind of like patio type of thing, where you give people buy the bricks and the person's name on the bricks and the benches. So we need to get a design in order to get the cost estimate. But the funds are still available, and they will remain available until we come up with that design. So that's where we're at with that. Hopefully, we want to get that project underway in the spring. I don't think we hit completely in the fall. The spring would be the time we want to do that. And the final update that I have is kind of an unusual one. I don't know if there's any fishermen in the room, but if you are, be advised, the town's been notified that a species of fish has been found in the reservoir pond. The species is called the northern snakehead species of fish. And if you've ever seen it, it is not a pleasant looking fish. It has the body of a snake and the head of a fish. So we had one caught a couple of years ago. The person who caught it was an experienced fisherman and understood that that was not a normal species to be in that lake, and they took it out. They notified Fish and Game, the Department of Fisheries. They came down and looked at it and said, no, that's not supposed to be here. But at the time, they thought that perhaps it was just dumped in. As it turns out, it looks like that it was probably more than one, because some, I don't know what you call baby snakehead fish were found. So the Department of Fisheries has posted the res with signs notifying anglers of this species, and if they catch it, to please do not return it to the waterways, and to notify them immediately. In the spring, there's some mitigation efforts that are planned to try to see if we can contain the species of fish. So I will keep you advised as that moves along. That is all. Thank you.
Mr. Walker.
Next, Mr. Chair, we have a vote to close non-essential municipal offices on November 24th and December 22nd, 2023. So I move that the board close the non-essential municipal offices on November 24th, 2023 and December 22nd, 2023, and employees use their own time to make the day whole. And so this is something that we do each year for the employees.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Comments? Concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, 4-0. Thank you.
Next, I move that the board approve the livery license for Sunshine Livery.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Next to be approved by the police. Is that correct? Mr. Goody? The police have to approve that, correct?
Sunshine,
I do not know, Mr. Chairman, if they've approved it or not.
I would assume they have to be, background check or license. Okay. Check the police department.
reach out to us, fine.
Mr. Chair, I'll amend the.
Yeah, it
motion.
said
I move the
15
board approve,
minutes, then it said 1
livery
minute.
License for Sunshine Livery contingent upon, police approval.
Second.
Motion's been made, seconded, any further comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's 4-0. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Walker.
I move that the board approve the select board meeting schedule for January 2024 to June 2024,
Second. Subject to change, correct?
subject to change.
Motion's been made, seconded, any further discussion, comments, concerns, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's 4-0. Mr. Walker.
Next, we have a vote to approve or request to hold a block party on October 31st, 2023, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and street closure at the intersection of Dunbar and Greenwood to the intersection of Daly and Messenger, contingent upon building, fire, and police department approval. So I don't know if we have anybody here from the neighborhood.
You're here.
You can step to a microphone.
Hi there, I'm Adrienne Sullivan from 4 Bacon Street. I'm the spokesperson for the Messenger Street group here. So I believe that's already presented you with, I know that Canton Police Department could have some concerns. We had done this exact closure on a Sunday during the day 2 years ago, which was approved pretty easily, and I understand the concerns this year were rush hour traffic, and that it was now.
Trying to hold this thing still.
Canton Police Department had asked that we provide halogen lighting, and that we make sure that we have proper barricades and signage for road closure. We have, provided all of that. Canton Public Works, I spoke with Larry Vogt today. He has barriers and road closure signs for both areas. In addition, we have purchased the halogen lighting requested by the police department. We also have additional barricades and lighting that one of our neighbors has set up.
Any other questions, comments?
Yeah, I mean, I have one, this is on Halloween,
It's on Halloween
which
night.
is, a pretty busy night. I imagine your neighborhood's pretty busy. I'm in Cedar Crest, mine's very busy. But to hold to block off that area, and that particular day presents a problem to me, because I could see every neighborhood in this community wanting to do the same thing. I personally wouldn't, because I like the 400 kids coming to the council every year, and it's crazy, looking at the street and seeing it. But I think that's an issue, that if we approve your request, I could just see 30 requests coming in next year or annually, and there's absolutely no way we could shut the town down to that extent. My other question would be, if you shut off from Greenwood to Messenger, what is it, to Walnut or to Bailey?
So,
What happens is you're gonna have people coming in on Dunbar and going down Greenwood and actually doing U-turns, where you probably have a police detail there. It just seems to be such a, of all the nights, it's the worst night to probably actually do that, because I'm concerned that other people in other communities or other neighborhoods would want to do the same thing. That's why, it's a great idea, but we could not shut off all the neighborhoods on Halloween. A lot of neighborhoods would want that, but it's just not functional to do that, so I don't think it's just a hard call for me.
to your point, if you want to speak to this, Ron.
Just
Yeah, no, that's fine.
a couple of categories. First,
So,
like
so can you just, your name and address,
Oh,
when you
sure.
speak, please?
Siobhan Johnson, 185 Messenger Street.
Okay.
My husband and our 2 children have been living there for 12 years now, and we greatly appreciate the street calming measures that the board has allowed on our street. It is a street teeming with children and really vibrant due to the pond and due to the park being on our street. We just love our neighborhood. In this particular instance, we're not holding a block party at all. All we're looking to do is just for a certain amount of hours, stop their traffic from coming down, because our children are now in the ages of primarily 10, 11, 12, 13. They want to go trick-or-treating, and they primarily like to go trick-or-treating by themselves. Unfortunately, we live on a street that's not safe for them to do. even with parents out with flashlights, on Halloween evening, people come down Messenger Street far too fast for it to be safe. So I can confidently say, on behalf of our neighborhood, we're actually not holding a block party at all. We're just looking for a couple of hours where it is safe for our school-aged children to go up and down and trick or treat, have a great time, and be safe. The safety of our children is the concern here, it's not a party at all.
So, Mr.
One
Chair.
additional comment, my name is Canton, Leovich, 220 Messenger Street. Just wanted to remind to ask, look into it here for perhaps a favor to the residents who endure